long time ago, in a valley surrounded by blue mountains and silver rivers, there stood a forest older than memory itself. The trees were tall, their branches woven together like the roof of a grand palace. Sunlight filtered through the leaves in golden threads, and the wind carried whispers of forgotten times. In that forest lived a young deer named Luma. Luma was quick, graceful, and blessed with bright eyes that reflected the sky. Yet inside she carried a quiet storm. She was never satisfied. When she saw the birds, she wished she had wings. When she watched the bear, she wished she had strength. When the fox outsmarted others, she wished she had cunning. "Why must I be only a deer?" she would sigh. Her mother often warned her, "Peace grows when gratitude lives in the heart." But advice sounds small to ears filled with desire. One morning, Luma wandered farther than she had ever gone. The forest changed as she walked. The familiar paths disappeared, replaced by ancient stones covered in moss. In the middle of a clearing stood a still pond, smooth as glass. As Luma leaned closer, the water shimmered. A deep voice rose from the pond. "What troubles you, child of the woods?" Luma trembled but did not run. "I want more," she said honestly. "I want power, wings, cleverness. I want to be greater than what I am." The water glowed brighter. "Very well," the voice replied. "Your wish shall guide your lesson." The surface rippled and the world went dark. When Luma opened her eyes, she felt different. She tried to move and realized her body was enormous. Her paws were heavy, her muscles strong. She was a bear. A thrill rushed through her. "This is it, now I am powerful." She walked through the forest and smaller animals hurried out of her way. No one ignored her, no one overlooked her. But as the day grew hotter, her thick fur trapped the heat. Climbing hills became exhausting. When she tried to drink from a narrow stream, she could barely fit. She felt slow, too slow. Strength, she learned, carried its own burden. Before sunset, the world spun again. This time she rose into the air. Wings, wind rushed beneath her feathers. She soared above the trees, higher than she had ever imagined. The forest looked beautiful from the sky. Freedom tasted sweet, but hunger came quickly. Finding food was hard. Storm winds tossed her like a leaf. There was no shelter in the open air, no herd, no family walking beside her. Height, she learned, could feel lonely. Again, the world blurred. Now she was a fox. Her mind felt sharp. Every sound had meaning. Every scent told a story. She could trick others, move unseen, take what she wanted. At first, she enjoyed it. Yet eyes followed her with suspicion. No one trusted her. Conversations stopped when she approached. Cleverness, she discovered, builds walls as easily as it opens doors. Night fell, and once more darkness wrapped around her. Luma awoke beside the pond. She was herself again. Slender legs, gentle eyes, familiar heartbeat. The water was calm. The voice spoke one last time. "Every gift carries weight. Every strength has a shadow. To chase another's nature is to abandon your own." Luma bowed her head. For the first time, she understood. "I was blind," she whispered. "I saw only what others had, never what I already carried." She drank from the pond and the water tasted like truth. The journey home felt different. The trees were still tall. The paths were still winding. But her heart had changed. She noticed how lightly she could run, how swiftly she could turn, how the herd welcomed her without fear. When danger rustled in the bushes, it was her speed that saved them. When young fawns lagged behind, it was her gentleness that comforted them. When long distances needed crossing, it was her endurance that led the way. That night, Luma lay beneath the stars beside her family. No storm remained inside her. Seasons passed. Luma grew wise, and younger animals often came to her with the same restless ache she once carried. "I wish I were stronger. I wish I could fly." Luma would smile, patient and calm. "Look closely at your own feet," she would say. "They already know the road meant for you."